Welcome back to another edition of the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Before we get rolling, though, I just got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. We got 420 Bliss, located at 740 Hoosick Road in Troy, New York. Make sure you stop in there, check them out. Everything you're looking for, from flour, pre-rolls, edibles, tinctures, vapes, you name it, they got it. Make sure you tell them that the Pitch Putt and Puff crew sent you. Also got to give a shout out to Marty, Trouble Off the Tee. Check them out at troubleoffthetee.com. Use promo code RGB for 15% off, as well as promo code PUFF for a limited time only on the buy one, get ones on the polos. So make sure you check him out on Spotify as well. Check out his book, narrated by Jake Adams from Country Club Adjacent. Book is available on audio on Spotify. But tonight we're getting back into the golf clothing here. Going to introduce the owners of 52 Sundays. We got Carlos and Hector. What's up, boys? How are you? Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it, man.
Cool. Really appreciate you guys coordinating. I made a little mess up last night. Fell asleep on you. It's my bad. But just to get into it, how did you guys get into golf?
Yeah, so I guess I'll get started here, Hector. You chime in after, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we got into golf. I've been golfing. May is going to be 2 years. It all started with my cousin and my nephew they're just harassing me every week, telling me, hey, come out for golf every Sunday. That was their day. It was Sunday golf. Yep. I finally made the decision to go out there and golf with them. And I think with like everybody else, you hit that nice shot and you're hooked, man. You're hooked, and the challenge with it. So since that day on, we just every Sunday just grinding it out with the boys, having a good time. Trying to get better, trying to learn how to putt, trying to learn how to hit a driver, so it just became a hobby, man. And the love for the game just took over, so it's pretty much for me on that end. And then Hector, I kind of bugged him for 2 years and finally he hopped on the game. So Hector, I'll let you tell your story.
Yeah, so for me, it was kind of, he would always tell me like, let's go out and golf. It's kind of like, I don't know. Seems kind of slow. I don't know if I would like it. Kept bugging me. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I have nothing to do on Sunday. Let's go. And that was it. Kind of went out one Sunday, small course. I was like, this was kind of fun. I took my daughter out and she kept bugging, hey, I want to go play again. So then one thing led to another. And now I'm going on 3 months now and just been hanging out every Sunday, going out. So that's fairly new. I haven't even learned it, but just go out and have fun. That's what it's about.
Sundays are for the boys, man. That's literally what it's all about. Like I was telling you guys before we started recording, what I do with the guys on Sunday. We've been doing it for almost a little over 2 years now, and it's something we all look forward to. Like we play a bunch during the week. We have a Friday league. A lot of us are in, but none of the rounds matter until you get out there on Sunday. Everybody wants to play their best on Sunday, and it's cool. It gives us something to do. Everybody's excited about it. We're only playing for a couple bucks, so it's not even, that serious. But you want to have the bragging rights all week when you're out with the boys to be able to talk shit and let them know what's up.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. I think that's the takeaway for everything, man. Is just having a good time, and also the shit talking and the competition. Because you obviously want to have bragging rights, right? Go out there talking shit and be the best one. So yeah, most definitely. I think that's where it all comes from.
And it's a game too where, like you said, you want to work to make sure the putters work and to put the whole game together. Make sure your irons are working for you. You're getting off the tee good, putting. It's damn near impossible, and that's what I think makes people keep coming back, because you want to play that perfect round, and really not going to do it unless you're Tiger Woods, I guess. But even he don't play a perfect round. He's out there shanking them here and there. So it's just that game that keeps you hit that, like you said, that one good shot. It's just going to keep bringing you back.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, too. Tune in Saturday, tune in Sunday. PGA, you see those bad shots from the professionals. I'm cheering. I'm saying, yeah, let's do it. You're one of us.
That's it. So what inspired you guys get into the clothing, and where did the 52 Sundays come from? Pretty much what you just told me, but
I so again, fell in love with the game. And really was just a grind every Sunday to go out there and have a good time and get better. Obviously, I'm a pretty competitive person. So as I was thinking about it, I really enjoy golf clothing in general. You feel good when you go out there, man. It's fresh, it's breathable. You feel relaxed, you feel comfortable. So as we're going out there every Sunday, I said, you know what? Let's just take a shot at this. Let's see what we're going to get ourselves into. So it's definitely a growing experience, challenging experience. I think Hector and I can agree on that. We could have taken a better approach with our company, but it's all about growth, right?
Yeah.
And so I really do encourage other people to, if you have a goal or you have a plan to do something, just do it. Because it's never going to be perfect, but you learn throughout the course of it. So, I wore a lot of Puma. I even wore a lot of FootJoy. FootJoy came out with some good stuff for quite a bit of time. And then I just figured, you know what, let me come up with something. So 52 Sundays comes from, again, golfing every Sunday with the boys, with the family, with friends, getting together, having a good time. People will say, well, there's 52, 53, 54 Sundays in a year, but 52 Sundays sounded natural to me, right? Sounded original. So came out with the plan. Obviously, myself and Hector, really good friends, really good business partners. So I asked them, hey, you want to go ahead and join in? It's only the right fit. So Hector, I'll let you take over on this one, but Hector's been very extensive in financials, very extensive in just the number game.
Yep.
So I needed somebody that was going to be able to help me in that aspect, and someone I can trust. So he's like a brother to me. So we went ahead and made this plan. We have a 2-year a plan right now with our company. It's pretty aggressive, but we feel pretty confident the direction we want to take. But Hector, I'll let you take over on this one. I mean,
yeah. Well,
it's fun also. We're growing this bad boy.
Right.
So like Carlos was saying, and he does a lot of like just marketing on his end, and good salesperson. So he takes kind of over all of the production aspect of it. Anything to do with like more planning, he kind of like relies on me to do a lot of that stuff. So it was just a natural fit. Plus, we've worked together in the past, so we kind of know each other, have a good feel of how we're going to react to certain things. And it was just a natural fit. When he came up with the with the idea, presented it to me, it was a no-brainer. Kind of easy decision to make, especially just trust the guy, and it's a more of a natural fit for me and him to want to just kind of jump into things very aggressively, sometimes without poor planning at times. But we kind of just get into it, and once we start working, we rely on each other, back each other up or stop each other if we're going too fast on certain things. And so from there, we kind of just got into it, looked at the clothing, started with trying to get some good designs out there, logos, trying to just identify everything from, understanding clothing to understanding the fit to really just finding out where we can source a lot of this stuff from. So I met a lot of great people along the way. A lot of people guided us, gave us just good direction. Some we kind of took from it. Some were just like, we'll do our own thing. One thing we really missed, though, I think, like Carlos was saying, is social media. We didn't understand how big social media was.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, that was, I think, our biggest miss. That now we're learning and slowly trying to get into it. But as Carlos said, it's just been a just great experience, man. Great experience. So anybody's out there just thinking of it, just do it. There's just really you don't have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
All we have is time, man. So
that's it. You guys are so similar, just in a different, like with me with the podcast. Like I was telling you before, like the Christmas time, I wasn't really taking this podcast thing serious. I was just joking around with the guys, and then I had a couple opportunities presented to me of like joining a network, and then I started doing the guest thing, and I slowly started building, and like my numbers, I see the increase in my numbers, which is cool. But I'm also putting a lot of time and effort into it, and I'm starting to see some return in it. But there's so much I had to learn. Like I didn't know how to really even like I'm still learning how to conduct interviews, or like even setting up like the feed to put it on Apple and Spotify and all that. Like I'm 40 years old. That's like a science project to me. Like I missed that window by about 10 years. So I'm trying to figure all that out is just like, oh man, I call my little brother who's 30 saying, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? It's just trying to work that. But once you get going, man, the reward, like you said, you got nothing. I have nothing to lose. What no one listens. I still got the boys hanging out, and I'm meeting cool people, like, and get to document the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, I get you 100%. But you know what, man? I think what matters is the consistency. You keep going at it. You know what I mean? And yeah, social media, man. That's one thing me and Hector fell short on for sure. But we're okay. I think like I mentioned, we have a 2-year plan. It's pretty aggressive. At the end of the day, we just want to produce quality product for people, right? You can wear it throughout your round of golf. Not only that, but if you're someone that's has a executive position, you right after golf, you can go straight to work and feel great.
Yep.
That's kind of where the direction we want to go to, where you're feeling great in that apparel all day long. And I think that's what's the challenging part, right? Because you can buy a shirt for $80, but that shirt might not fit well, or you might not feel comfortable in it. So that's what the challenge comes from is making sure you're producing or creating something that's quality, number one, and number two is also hear the feedback from people. Constructive criticism is important. So I'd rather hear something like, hey, I didn't like this, it didn't fit well, it didn't feel good, and then just kind of go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Yep. So that's definitely a lot of challenges in it, but man, it's fun though. It's fun.
Right. If anything else, it's fun. Right.
Yep. Yeah. If anything, that's what we get from it. We get just a good learning experience. The hardest part is simplicity. Trying to make it simple, but kind of uniform where it fits well for not just one crowd, but anybody that's really that's out there trying to have a nice fitted shirt, nice fitted t-shirts, hats. That's kind of what we kind of our direction was to just go ahead and wear it. There's this you don't wear it just for one occasion. You can wear it for multiple occasions.
Right.
Just make it where it's it's something you can have in your wardrobe and just wear it throughout the time that throughout the week.
Yep. Yeah, because I'll tell you right now, the quality of the hat, awesome with a dry fit hat. I love this thing. I wore it all day at my daughter's softball game today. Pretty fresh. And the shirt, quality of the shirt. This shirt is awesome. A little speckle look. Yeah. I love this thing. This thing's legit.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you guys. These things, this is high quality. If it's warm enough for me here tomorrow in upstate New York, I'll be wearing it on a golf course. But we're looking at low 50s in the morning to start, so I'm not quite sure I'll be going short sleeve just yet.
All right.
Not just yet. It's supposed to get up to 70 in the afternoon, but we'll be done by the time it does that. So,
hey, what time does your season start for golf?
So normally, we'd be about a week in, but the winter up here wasn't too bad, so we started April 1st. Like April 4th or 5th or something like that. We started.
Okay.
We caught snow. We didn't get any snow all winter, and then the course was going to open in March, going to be the earliest it ever opened. We got hit with like 1.5 feet of snow, so that pushed it back a week, and then we got like another, I don't know, I think it was like 8 inches the day before it was supposed to open, so they pushed it back like 3 or 4 days. But it's so nice to just be able to get out there and swing the golf club. The course I play at just did a $3 million renovation, so now it's a municipal course, but it's playing like a country club.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It really is. It's probably the biggest moneymaker for the city, so they have no problem investing back into the course.
Well, I'll tell you what, Roger. Us Californians, we're complaining when it's 60 degrees, man.
I hear it all the time, man. I hear it all the time.
How about next year, this time around, we fly you over here and you play with us.
Dude, I would love that, man. That would be awesome. I'm affiliated with, I don't know if you guys heard of them, the Legends Golf Group they're out of the IE.
Yeah, I think we added them on our social media. I've been looking at their stuff, so yeah.
Okay, so Michael and I are working on some things. I can announce this because this episode will be on Thursday, but we're gonna have the New York Legends affiliate, so we're going to be kind of affiliated with them, trying to build their brand, do like a East Coast West Coast thing. So I'm hoping to pop out there in like October, November of this year is my plan. When it starts to get a little colder out here, I'm planning on popping out there, play a little golf, and see what happens for myself out in the West. I've never been out in the West Coast, so that's what I mean. Just networking with people and the experiences, man. I definitely would love to. I don't know where you guys are in Cali, but I would love to link up with you guys as well.
Yeah, we're local. I think Legends. We hear a lot about Legends. So I haven't talked to Mike. I know that I work with I'm very close with Paul from Custom Sticks.
Yeah. Paul's been out here. He's a great guy.
Solid guy. Very, very good guy. And I think his business model is amazing.
Yep.
I actually just picked up some clubs from him. So shout out to Paul.
Paul's the man. Custom
Great
sticks.
stuff, man, and quality work. I haven't spoke to Mike, but Paul mentioned Legends, so hopefully we get a chance to do some type of collaboration with them.
Yeah,
So shout out to
absolutely.
Legends. If you guys see this,
Yeah, I'll get you linked up with Michael, man. He's a great guy. You guys would be perfect to go set up, and to go to an event, set up a tent, something like that. That'd be a great exposure for you guys. They got about almost 200 members now. So when I first met him a few months back, it was the same thing. He was about 60, 70, and he's on the slow roll. Works with a bunch of different vendors. He's helped me out with a few of them. So I'll definitely hook you guys up with him. For sure. He's good people's out there. Good people's for sure. So what's your guys' plans for the brand for like the next year? What's your outline for like the next year for 52 Sundays?
Yeah, so it's safe to say, again, it's a growing. You got to appreciate growth. So I think me and Hector went into this. We thought we had things planned out the way we wanted to, and again, we like to share transparency, right? We learned a lot from our first launch, and we had some success with our first launch, which was great. But we actually are essentially relaunching in mid-May.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming out with a new product.
Okay.
But our goal is to just come out with seasonal apparel, right? So we're gonna have a capsule. We're gonna have releases for fall, releases for summer, winter, and really just drive this brand as much as we can, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're also going to take a different approach in driving a brand. We're actually going to try to support other local golf courses and really see if we can do a collaboration with their uniforms, with their staff members, and really, just get the 52 Sundays brand out there.
Yeah.
Because eventually someone's going to ask and say, hey, what is that 5-2?
Yep.
What's that shirt you're wearing? So we feel really confident on our logo itself and our brand, what it stands for. So we're just gonna drive it, and we're gonna try to drive it as aggressive as possible for the next 2 years, and see what happens from there.
I'll tell you today when I was at the softball game, my father-in-law, my father, and one of my buddies I seen walk when I was just walking through to go to the concession stand. Yo, what's that hat you got on? What's that hat? My dad's always wondering what hat I got on. Where'd you get that hat? Where'd you get? My dad's a hat guy. Where'd you get that hat? I'm like, man, the guys are coming on the podcast. You're gonna have to check them out. So he always says,
send you a hat over for your dad.
Yeah, no, he's the character. He'll take you up on this. He'll hear this and be like, yo, I heard that, man. They're gonna send me one.
I don't know. We'll send him one.
I know that. I appreciate it. He's a character, that guy.
We'll send him one, dude. I think another thing me and Hector really talk about is like, hey, obviously everyone cares about sales. Everyone cares about the buck, right?
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, what are we trying to drive here? Are we trying to drive money? Or are we trying to drive actually what we stand for? And it's the love for the game, man. It's every Sunday going out there. It could be a Saturday, it could be a Monday, but nothing's like a Sunday, man. Knowing that, that Sunday is important. Yep. So,
you expect to take I just did the custom rags. Omar out there at Custom Rag. I just got like 25 towels, and I sold a few of them. The guys, I hooked them up with what I paid for them, kind of thing. And then I started giving a couple away. Like I did, my buddy Anthony did a raffle. I gave one to him. But it's really more about just the exposure. Like, let people ask. Like my one buddy I work with, he was out at a different golf course today. Random guy walked and asked him, "What's that towel you got there?" Seen my podcast logo. Oh, yeah, I'm a big smoker. This seems something like I'd be interested in. And like that, the whole puff thing isn't even like my big angle. Like I don't really even talk about it, as you guys can tell. Yeah. But it's just to kind of separate myself from all the other golf podcasts was my whole reason for it. I didn't want to just be the same,
Yeah, but maybe you should take a puff.
Oh yeah, I mean I would. My kids, I'm up in the studio in my kids' room right across the way, or I would.
I get you, brother. I just
No doubt.
Yeah, but hey, we really do appreciate you reaching out, man. It's inspiring, and I watched a few of your episodes, and you're helping a lot of people out, man. I appreciate it.
No, thank you, man. It's really just about I'm meeting cool people like you guys. It's the cool experiences. Like I see something, and that's the thing. If I don't if I see a bunch of stuff, but if I don't your brand caught my eye, so I'm stopping. I'm looking at the page. I'm going through your stuff. the things I'm liking photos, that kind of thing. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing that kind of thing as well.
Yeah.
So like when I see something I like, I'm interested and I want to hear your story. Because there's companies that hit me up about some crazy things, especially in like the cannabis side of it. And it's like I'm not going. That's not the route I really want to go. So I'll tell them, unfortunately, that's not the direction. I'll always be responsive. I don't want to leave someone hanging, kind of thing. And like there's certain things like if I don't like it or I can't support it. Like if I got the shirt, I wouldn't, and I didn't think it was the quality that like people who I know play golf would wear. I wouldn't have posted it up on here. I wouldn't be wearing a hat. We would just be having a conversation, kind of thing. But as soon as I got my hands on this, my wife actually opened the box not knowing what it was, and she's like, "What is this shirt?" She goes, "Look how smooth it is. Look how soft it is." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yo, yep, it's another shirt. I got a nice shirt here." She's like, "Oh," I'm like, "When you wash it, read the directions."
Appreciate it, man.
No doubt. So I usually you guys are a little new to golf, but I
Yeah.
usually like to finish up with these 3 questions. What's your favorite club in the bag?
Mine is a 7, man.
Yeah.
7,
too.
100%. You could do a lot of things with it. It has a lot of it's very versatile, right? You can do a little bump and run. You do a lot with that club,
Yep.
I've only been golfing for 2 years, man, but just the people I play with, and I want to take the time to give them the thanks. My cousin George, my buddy Memo, my buddy Tony, and Sean. These guys have been playing for a long time, and man, they teach you. It's the beautiful part about golf is you're always learning, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The 7-iron, that's my baby right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you different looks. So yeah, mine is a 7-iron for sure.
For me, it's got to be the driver because that's probably the only good hit I get all day. On Sunday.
Hey man, only a couple months in, man. You got a long way to go.
Yeah, but yeah, really the driver. I mean, everything else, yeah, horrible. But I'm getting there. With time.
Have you taken lessons or anything?
No, not yet. Actually, my daughter and I went last weekend at a local course to my house in Glendora, and then I saw a post that have lessons, so I told her we're gonna start doing it.
Yeah.
Now that I've tried it a few months, I'm like, okay, I like it. This is something I want to continue to do. Now I want to learn it. Actually play the game the right way. So, yeah, me and my daughter are gonna start taking some lessons now. So
it's early enough to where you don't have the bad habits for someone to break, and then it feels so awkward for you to break what you've been doing for so long.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's exactly what they told me. They're like, you should start now because if you continue, you're gonna have so many bad habits that you won't be able to get away from.
Yep. Because my biggest struggle was I played baseball left-handed, and I had no left-handed golf clubs when I've been playing for about 6 years, and I had no left-handed golf clubs, so I just grabbed my dad's old set, and it was all righty clubs, and I just went up there and started swinging, and it was embarrassing. I mean, I was swinging and missing for the first couple holes and a couple rounds, doing that kind of thing, but I was always a good athlete in football, baseball, basketball. So when I was out there golfing and I was swinging and missing, like I could hit a baseball, you throw it at me 90 miles per hour, but I couldn't hit a golf ball sitting still in front of me. It was a struggle. So I took the time, and same thing. I didn't do the lessons thing because I had such bad habits at that point, but I spent a lot of time. I still do 5-6 days a week on the course. Just I'm now more practicing opposed to just going out there and golfing expecting to get better. Like I'm working on things. Like when I play a midweek round, I'm chipping. I'm trying to do different things with the wedge and practicing certain things where I want to play the course and not let the course play me, kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm with you right there, man. I don't go 5 times a week. I wish I could. I'm doing like 2, but
yeah.
But I get you, man. I think sometimes you go in with the mentality where you got to play the course.
Yep.
Don't let the course play you. And yeah, man, chipping, putting, everything matters.
Oh yeah, that short game is the most important part of it for sure. So this might be a tough question, but because you guys are newer to the game, but what's your favorite course you ever played?
You know what? I love that question. I've been to quite a bit of good courses, even out here in Palm Springs, Classic Club, Silver Rock, a few of them that are really nice. However, I'm gonna answer this question just because I like the looks of different courses and not necessarily if you have a green carpet. I'm going to name 2. So I'm going to name out of Oceanside, Goat Hill.
Okay.
Really like that course. And I'm going to name out of Southern Utah, Coral Canyon. that was a fun course, and it was beautiful, man. So
Yeah.
Again, no knock on me, no knock on anybody. I know there's a lot of different courses out there,
Sure.
but those, in terms of fun and challenging, those two courses are awesome.
I have a buddy of mine who was from Utah, and the pictures he shows us when he was back home playing golf are just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then people wouldn't even think about, Utah as a golf destination, but there's some beautiful courses out there.
Oh yeah, Southern Utah is stacked, man. They have some nice stuff out there, so for sure.
For sure. Hector, this is probably a tough question for you, man.
Yeah, I'd rather I just kind of go out local courses.
He just follows me.
Yeah.
Follow me, Roger.
Yeah,
Before you know it, though, once you guys start planning these golf trip, weekend trips for the guys, go out, play some traveling, do some stuff like that, you'll be playing some, especially out in California. I mean, you guys got the luxury of some beautiful courses out there.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we think we got a lot of courses, man. But Arizona, man, Scottsdale, all that stuff. Oh man, that's a golf land on steroids, man.
Oh yeah,
every
it is.
Every 2 miles there's golf courses. It's crazy.
Yeah, my buddies go down to South Carolina, Hilton Head. They're in a golf week amateur tour, and you play in like 4 tournaments and you qualify and you go down there, and they're going down in end of October this year for it. I just can't do it. I get taken care of at my local course, Freer Park. Shout out to everybody over there. So good that like I can't justify going to travel around and play a different course every weekend when I got 2 locked in tee times every Sunday, sometimes 3, 4. Like they take such good care of me. It's tough to go anywhere else.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
good.
The last thing I wanted to ask you is, what's one thing you want to improve on this? I mean, your season's a little bit different because it's 52 Sundays, but what's one thing you want to improve on this year?
Again, I'm going to give a little shout out to my buddies. I want to beat my buddy Memo and my buddy Tony. And
look, you're so much like me, man. I'd be talking shit about my buddy Bob right now too. So it's the same thing.
Those are the guys I want to beat, man. And Ralph, my buddy Ralph. So I really want to beat those 3 guys. But these guys are ballers. They ball out, and they're good. So if I can beat one of them, then I can talk shit to them.
For me, just learn the game.
Yep.
And be consistent. As long as I can do that, I'll be happy.
No doubt. I'd love to get you guys back on here in a couple months once Hector's all in on this. And he's gonna be like, man, I'm hitting my 7-iron like this. My driver's off the tee perfect. I got those lessons we were talking about. Watch, it's gonna be a whole different conversation about your golf game next time around.
Sure. He's a baby. I'm still a baby too, Roger. But sometimes I gotta slow down Hector. Be like, wait up, man. You got a par opportunity here. Take your time.
Just walking up, not even looking at the line, just tapping it.
Yep.
Like mini golf, No doubt. So, guys, I'd love to. I know you guys are doing different seasonal drops. If you guys want to set something up where you guys come back on when you got something new coming out, we can promote it for you. I'd love to set something up for you doing that as well if you were interested. So,
yeah, most absolutely, man. I appreciate that. I think that's something for sure that we're gonna do. I have a question for you though, sir.
What's up, buddy?
What are you doing? How far is Jersey from you?
Not far at all. About 2, depending on where we're going in Jersey, 2.5, 2.5.
Maybe we can set something up. Me and Hector are gonna be flying out to Jersey on the 6th. We'll be there from the 6th to the 9th. So
May 6th?
May 6th,
yeah.
6th to the 9th.
So maybe
I might be able to make something happen.
Maybe we can meet halfway or something and just have lunch or dinner and just meet in person. We'll take you some stuff, man.
Let's do it. We could definitely. I can probably make something happen. Let me just check with the boss, and we could make something
Absolutely,
happen.
Man. All right.
All right. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk off air for sure.
Okay.
But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Where can they find you guys?
Instagram, 52sundays.co. That's pretty much our main platforms right now. We are going to go through a revamp on our website and just in general everything. So by the end of May, you'll see a whole different look. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. These guys will definitely be back on. We'll show you the new stuff they got coming out. I appreciate you guys taking the time. Once again, I apologize for the mishap for yesterday.
That's all good, brother.
But make sure you check them out, 52 Sundays. Make sure you check out 420 Bliss and Trouble Off the Tee. promo code RGB for 15% off site wide, and then limited time only. You got promo code PUFF for buy one get one free on the polos. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll get back to you tomorrow with a look ahead at the pitch button puff. Later.